How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So the Green Bay Packers have fallen to the Washington Commanders with Taylor Heineke at quarterback. The score of 23-21. And this was a game that we kind of had to win to have any hope for this season. Like, this was supposed to be a get it right, get things correct game. And the Packers just didn't get it done. And what's a bit frustrating about this team is we were actually up 14-3 going into the second half. The first half, the offense didn't look good still. Aaron Jones did not get the ball enough, at least in the run game, for the entirety of the game. But the first half, the offense was sputtering. They only scored 7 points, but Devondre Campbell was able to get a pick six to put us up 14-3. And the defense was doing its job for the most part. I wouldn't say it looked great because they're still killing us in the run game, but at least they were holding their own. Then comes in the second half, and obviously with the final score 23-21, we collapsed once again. And I just don't see why Aaron Rodgers has to pass so much, especially when we're not playing from behind. Like, this team, at the start of the season, I swore was supposed to be a defensive team, potentially an elite defensive team that shut down opponents and run the ball down people's throats, especially with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. And that has not come to fruition at all. Stat line for the Packers on the offensive side, Aaron Rodgers went 23 for 35, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, but no picks. And Aaron Jones had 8 carries for 23 yards, with A.J. Dillon getting 4 carries and 15 yards. That is unacceptable, especially since the past 3 weeks when we lost to the Giants, then the Jets, and now the Commanders. We've been constantly hearing, we need to give Aaron Jones the ball more. We need to run the ball more. We need to do better in the run game. And we're still averaging 12 to 16 carries a game in games where we're not getting blown out. Now, I will say Aaron Jones did get involved in the passing game a bit more. He had 9 receptions on 10 targets, so he was involved in the game more, but I still want to see them run the ball more. Like, having 12 carries in a game where we led for most of the game, and it wasn't a pretty game in any capacity, but we led most of the game, and we refused to run the ball is just insane to me. I don't know why, especially since that's all we seem to talk about. Run the ball. Give the ball to Aaron Jones, especially on 3rd and 1. What do? We decide to throw to Romeo Doubs instead of just running up the gut with Aaron Jones. Like, granted, Doubs should have caught the ball. The receiving group had a terrible game. They dropped a lot of passes. I think they dropped about 6 or 7 passes that should have been caught. On top of that, Aaron Rodgers was not on the money. He's been having some accuracy issues. I don't know if it's that thumb or just not being on tune with the receivers, but he has missed a bit of throws. But I mean, the receivers catching a ball or not catching a ball does not help our case at all. We should really just run the ball. I'd have been fine if we got stuffed on 3rd and 1, running up the middle with Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon. But no, we decided to throw to the side to Doubs, who tried to make a turning catch, and he missed it. Then moving on to the defensive side of the ball, the Packers, they kind of look good, but they still are struggling in the run game. Total for the Washington Commanders, they had 38 carries for 166 yards, which averaged about 4.4 yards per carry. The run defense has to be better. The passing defense has to be better. We were facing a backup quarterback, and maybe Tyler Heineke just plays up to the competition, because he actually pulled some stuff when played against Tom Brady, and now he didn't look great, but he was making plays against Aaron Rodgers. And Scary Terry, he came to play, and he beat Jair on a few of those plays, especially on that comeback route towards the end of the game where he attacked for the ball and got the first down for them, and it pretty much sealed the game for them. But overall, this team it does not look like a good football team. The team looks lost. I don't feel like we even have a true identity. We're supposed to be a defense first, run the ball first, but we're not that. Aaron Rodgers sometimes play hero ball. Don't need it, especially when we're not losing the games at all. We need to just run the ball. And this is probably the biggest eye-opening loss that we've had. The Jets game, yeah, that sucked. We lost to the Jets. But the Jets, I actually think, are a good football team. Yes, we lost the lead to the Giants. The Giants are a good football team. They're 6-1, which is very shocking. But hey, they're 6-1. Kudos to them. It's a good football team. The Commanders, we really had no right to lose this game. And hats off to the Commanders. They played, they came, and they won the game. And now we have what's probably going to be a loss, but I'm still going to watch every minute of it. The Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills are one of the top teams next to the Eagles. And I don't know how we're going to stop them, especially with Josh Allen, who is kind of a mobile quarterback. We are terrible against mobile quarterbacks. And I'm afraid we're going to get waxed. They could surprise me because I remember a few years ago, back when we played the Tennessee Titans, and I thought Derrick Henry was going to run all over us, and we stopped them. They could shock me. They could figure this out. But as of right now, today, I just don't see it. I don't. But the coaches, the players, they're going to have to figure something out, because come Sunday night when we play the Bills, if they don't figure it out, it's going to be ugly. But this is just my gut reaction. It was a tough game to watch, tough game to lose, but we'll see how I feel in the next couple days when I look at some of the highlights and the game tape. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.